Hello and welcome to our fifth tutorial Java for beginners. On our last video I showed you about the operators. There were 7: basic arithmetic, assignment, auto increment and auto decrement, logical operators, comparison, bitwise and ternary operators. Today we will be going through if statements. There are 4 types of if statements. If number 1 is only if statement, number 2 is if with else statement, number 3 is if with else if statement, and the last one is the nested statement. So let's go through the first one. The if statement. I have declared integer number with a value of 50, and here I have wrote the if statement. So this is the condition, which means if num is equals to 50, then print out the statement. Okay, let's run the program, and the if condition is true, and this is what I got. The output is the if condition is true. So let's go to the next step. The else. So if statement with if with else statement. So this means if this condition is not true, then the else statement will be printed. So let's arrange this to 500. So to make num is equals to 500, which is false, to print out the else statement. Let's run the program, and we get the else condition is true. The else condition is true. So that's how you make an if and if with else statement. Okay, so now let's go through the else if statements. So how do we write an else if statement? We start with an if statement, then we can do multiple else if statements, ending with an else statement, because if these conditions 1, 2 and 3 are not met, then the else has to be executed. So let's start with the first one. If num is greater than 0 and num is less or equals to 50, which it is, the first one, the if condition is true. So let's run the program, and we get the if condition is true. So let's say the first condition is not true, which it is, because it is not less or equals to 5, and let's fix this to 60. So it means else if num is greater than 0 and num is less or equals to 60, which it is because it is 50, we will get an output of first else if condition is true. So this condition, the statement, will be executed. Okay, we get first else if condition is true. Let's do another example with our second else if. Else if num is greater than 0 and num is less or equals to 70, which it is, so we will get the second else if condition is true this time. Okay, so let's say none of these 3 will meet the condition, which the 3 are false. So we're supposed to get the else statement. Let's run the program. The else condition is true. So you see, the else condition is true. So that is how you do the else if statement. So now let's go through the nested if statement. So the nested if statement is, we are going to have the main if statement, then inside the if statement we're going to have another if statement, a nested if statement. So it means an if inside another if, and ending with an else, because if this is not true, it will go directly to else statement, which means it won't even look for the inside for the nested if statement. So let's fix the first one and make it if num is equals to 50, which it is. It has to print out the first one, but then once it looks at the second one, it sees that the condition, the num is equals to 500, the condition is false, so it will print out only the main if statement. So let's run the program, and we get the main if condition is true. Again, because the second one, the inside if statement, is false, num is equals to 500. Let's fix this to 50. So the main if statement is true, and also the nested if statement is true. Let's run the program, and we get two outputs, which is the main if condition is true and the nested if condition is true. So now let's say that we have the nested if false, and also the if main is false. Let's run the program, and as we see, we get the else condition is true, which means once this is false, it will go directly to the else statement. Let's do another example with the nested, this time condition is true, and run the program. So we still get the else condition is true, because as I said before, if the main condition, the if main condition is false, it will go directly to else. It won't even go through the inside the nested if statement. Okay, that was all about the if statements. Thanks for watching, and if you like my videos, please share and subscribe.